You are over 60, listen carefully, because this stage of life is not about slowing down. It is about getting smarter, stronger, and more intentional with your health. Aging is not a disease. Weakness is not inevitable. What truly matters now is how you treat your body, your mind, and your daily habits. After the age of 60, the body responds far better to consistency than to intensity, and this is where most people misunderstand strength. Many believe that getting stronger requires pushing harder, lifting heavier, or exhausting the body, but at this stage of life, that approach often leads to pain, injury, and discouragement. The truth is that the body thrives on regular signals. When movement is repeated daily or several times a week, even at moderate levels, muscles, tendons, joints, and the nervous system begin to adapt in a safe and sustainable way. Strength becomes a result of repetition, not strain. Consistent movement tells the body that it is still needed. Muscles are biologically expensive tissue, and the body only maintains them if they are used. Short, frequent sessions of movement activate muscle fibers, improve circulation, and keep the brain connected to the body. Walking every day, standing up from a chair multiple times, using light resistance bands, or practicing slow controlled bodyweight movements all send powerful messages to the body. These actions may seem simple, but over time they rebuild coordination and functional strength that directly translates into daily life. Heavy effort often creates fear after 60. Fear of falling, fear of injury, fear of pain the next day. That fear alone can shut down progress. Consistent, manageable movement removes that fear and builds confidence. When the body experiences movement without negative consequences, the nervous system relaxes. Balance improves, reaction time sharpens, and posture becomes more stable. Strength is no longer something forced, but something that naturally returns through trust and familiarity. The joints especially benefit from consistency. Joints do not like sudden stress, but they love gentle motion. Repeated movement increases synovial fluid, which lubricates the joints and reduces stiffness. This is why people who move daily often feel less pain than those who rest too much. Muscles surrounding the joints become more responsive, offering protection and stability. Over time, this reduces the risk of falls and chronic discomfort without ever needing extreme effort. Another critical factor is recovery. After 60, recovery time increases, and heavy effort demands more repair than the body can easily provide. Consistent movement, on the other hand, supports recovery instead of overwhelming it. Light to moderate activity improves blood flow, delivering oxygen and nutrients to tissues while removing waste products. This creates a healing environment inside the body, allowing strength to build quietly in the background. Consistency also reshapes habits and identity. When movement becomes a daily routine rather than a challenge, it integrates into life naturally. There is no mental battle, no waiting for motivation, no pressure to perform. The body begins to expect movement, and missing it feels more uncomfortable than doing it. This shift is powerful because it removes reliance on willpower and replaces it with rhythm. Muscle memory does not disappear with age. The body remembers how to be strong, but it needs reminders. Small daily actions reactivate dormant pathways in the brain and muscles. Over weeks and months, these signals accumulate, leading to visible improvements in strength, endurance, and control. The changes may feel subtle at first, but they steadily compound, improving the ability to climb stairs, carry objects, and move with confidence. Consistency respects the aging process instead of fighting it. It works with the body's natural rhythms, honoring limits while still encouraging progress. Strength built this way is not aggressive or temporary. It is stable, reliable, and deeply functional, supporting independence and quality of life through steady, repeated movement that the body can sustain and trust. Independence in later life is closely tied to the condition of the muscles, balance systems, and mobility patterns that support everyday movement. These three elements work together constantly, whether standing up from a chair, walking across a room, reaching for an object, or maintaining posture while turning the head. When any one of them weakens, the body compensates in unhealthy ways, increasing the risk of falls, pain, and reliance on others. Preserving independence is less about avoiding age and more about maintaining the physical abilities that allow the body to move safely and confidently. Muscle strength is the foundation. Muscles act as shock absorbers, stabilizers, and engines of movement. As muscle mass naturally declines with age, daily tasks require more effort, leading to fatigue and hesitation. Weak muscles force joints to absorb stress they were not designed to handle, accelerating wear and discomfort. Strong muscles, even if not large, create stability around the knees, hips, spine, and shoulders, allowing movements to feel controlled rather than fragile. This control is what makes it possible to live independently without constant assistance. Balance is often overlooked until it becomes a problem, yet it is one of the most critical survival skills after 60. Balance is not just about standing on one foot. It is a complex interaction between the inner ear, vision, nervous system, and muscles. When balance declines, fear enters movement. People begin to move less, shorten their steps, and avoid activities, which further weakens the body. Improving balance restores confidence, allowing natural movement patterns to return. With better balance, the body reacts faster to slips or uneven surfaces, preventing falls before they happen. Mobility connects strength and balance into usable freedom. Mobility is the ability of joints to move through their natural range without pain or restriction. Without mobility, strength becomes limited and balance becomes unreliable. Stiff hips affect walking. Tight ankles disrupt stability. A rigid spine interferes with turning and reaching. Maintaining mobility ensures that the body can express its strength and balance smoothly. Fluid movement reduces strain and allows the body to adapt to changing environments, whether stepping off a curb or turning quickly. These three qualities determine how long a person can live on their own terms. Independence is not defined by age but by function. A person with strong legs, steady balance, and mobile joints can live alone, travel, and care for themselves regardless of the number on their birth certificate. Without these qualities, even simple tasks become obstacles that require external help. The body is designed to move, and when movement is lost, the sense of autonomy fades with it. Tasks like bathing, dressing, cooking, and walking outside depend on strength, balance, and mobility working together. When these systems are maintained, the nervous system stays alert, coordination improves, and the body feels reliable rather than unpredictable. This reliability reduces anxiety and increases willingness to stay active, creating a positive cycle of movement and confidence. Neglecting these areas leads to rapid decline because the body adapts to inactivity quickly. Muscles weaken, reflexes slow, and joints stiffen. Once independence is compromised, regaining it becomes far more difficult. That is why prevention through regular movement is more effective than recovery after loss. Small, consistent actions protect the ability to live freely. Strength, balance, and mobility are not about athletic performance, they are about dignity. They allow a person to stand tall, move without fear, and make choices without depending on constant support. Maintaining these abilities is one of the most powerful ways to preserve freedom, self-respect, and control over daily life as the body continues to age. As the body ages, the way it processes food changes, making quality far more important than quantity. Metabolism slows, digestion becomes less efficient, and the body's ability to recover from poor nutritional choices decreases. Eating the same way as in younger years often leads to fatigue, inflammation, weight gain, and nutrient deficiencies. This is why focusing on what you eat becomes more critical than how much you eat. Every bite after 60 needs to serve a purpose. The body requires sufficient protein to preserve muscle, support immune function, and repair tissues. Without enough high-quality protein, muscle loss accelerates, strength declines, and recovery slows. Smaller appetites can make it challenging to meet protein needs, which is why protein-rich foods become essential. Lean meats, eggs, dairy, legumes, and fish provide the building blocks the body needs to stay strong. Protein is not about bulk, it is about preservation and resilience. Micronutrients play a larger role with age because absorption becomes less efficient. Vitamins and minerals that once came easily from food may no longer be adequately absorbed, even when intake appears sufficient. Calcium and vitamin D support bone strength. Magnesium supports muscle and nerve function. B vitamins support energy and brain health. When food quality is poor, deficiencies develop quietly, contributing to weakness, brain fog, and low energy. Nutrient-dense foods help fill these gaps without overloading the body with excess calories. Inflammation becomes more impactful with age. Poor quality foods increase inflammation, which accelerates joint pain, cardiovascular stress, and cognitive decline. Highly processed foods, excess sugar, and refined carbohydrates provide calories without nourishment, creating stress inside the body. Whole foods, on the other hand, calm inflammation and support cellular repair. Vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, and healthy fats provide antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that protect tissues and slow biological aging. Digestive health also changes over time. The gut becomes more sensitive and the microbiome shifts. Fiber becomes essential for maintaining digestion, blood sugar control, and cholesterol balance. Yet fiber intake often decreases with age due to softer diets and reduced food variety. Whole grains, vegetables, legumes, and fruits support gut health and reduce the risk of constipation and metabolic issues. A healthy digestive system improves nutrient absorption and overall vitality. Hydration is another overlooked factor. Older adults often feel less thirst, leading to chronic dehydration. Even mild dehydration affects energy levels, cognitive function, and muscle performance. Water supports circulation, digestion, and detoxification. Proper hydration allows nutrients to move efficiently throughout the body and helps maintain joint lubrication and temperature regulation. Portion control matters because excess calories place stress on organs and increase inflammation. Smaller, balanced meals support stable energy levels and reduce digestive burden. Eating slowly and mindfully improves digestion and satisfaction. This approach prevents overeating while ensuring the body receives the nutrients it needs. Food choices influence the brain as much as the body. Blood sugar spikes and crashes affect mood, memory, and focus. Nutrient-dense foods provide steady energy and support neurotransmitter function. Healthy fats nourish the brain and protect cognitive function, while excessive sugar and processed foods contribute to mental fog and emotional instability. As appetite decreases, food must become more intentional. Eating less, but better allows the body to function efficiently without unnecessary strain. This shift is not about restriction, but about respect for the body's changing needs. When nutrition is aligned with age, strength is preserved, energy becomes stable, and the body is better equipped to handle the demands of daily life. Sleep becomes one of the most powerful determinants of physical and mental strength as the body ages. After 60, the body relies more heavily on deep, restorative sleep to repair tissues, regulate hormones, and maintain cognitive clarity. Yet sleep is often the first thing compromised by irregular routines, stress, and modern habits. When sleep quality declines, the effects ripple through every system, weakening the body in ways that cannot be corrected by exercise or nutrition alone. During deep sleep, the body releases growth-related hormones that support muscle maintenance and tissue repair. Without enough of this restorative phase, muscles recover more slowly, joints remain inflamed, and strength gains are limited. Sleep deprivation increases muscle breakdown and reduces the body's ability to adapt to physical activity. Even moderate sleep loss over time leads to fatigue that compounds daily, making movement feel harder and discouraging consistency. The immune system is closely tied to sleep quality. Poor sleep weakens immune defenses, increasing susceptibility to illness and prolonging recovery times. Inflammation levels rise when sleep is disrupted, contributing to chronic pain and stiffness. This inflammatory state accelerates aging and undermines physical resilience. Consistent, high-quality sleep keeps inflammatory markers lower, allowing the body to heal and maintain strength more effectively. Hormonal balance shifts significantly with inadequate sleep. Cortisol, the stress hormone, remains elevated when sleep is poor, leading to muscle loss, fat gain, and increased blood sugar levels. At the same time, hormones that regulate appetite and satiety become disrupted, increasing cravings for unhealthy foods. This creates a cycle where poor sleep leads to poor nutrition choices, further weakening the body and mind. Cognitive function is deeply dependent on sleep. Memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and decision-making all occur during sleep. After 60, the brain becomes more sensitive to sleep disruption, resulting in brain fog, slower reaction times, and reduced focus. These cognitive changes increase the risk of accidents and falls, directly affecting independence. Restorative sleep sharpens mental clarity and improves coordination, supporting both safety and confidence in daily activities. Sleep also plays a crucial role in nervous system recovery. The nervous system controls balance, reflexes, and muscle coordination. When sleep is insufficient, nerve signaling becomes less efficient, affecting posture and movement quality. This can make the body feel unsteady and weak even when muscles are relatively strong. Adequate sleep restores neural pathways, improving balance and smoothness of movement. Establishing consistent sleep routines becomes essential with age. The body responds well to regular sleep and wake times, which strengthens circadian rhythms. Evening habits such as reducing screen exposure, lowering light levels, and creating a calm environment signal the body to prepare for rest. These practices improve sleep onset and depth without relying on medications that can disrupt natural sleep cycles. The sleeping environment itself influences recovery. A cool, dark, and quiet space supports deeper sleep. Comfort matters more as joints become sensitive and pressure points develop. Small adjustments to bedding and posture can significantly improve sleep quality and reduce nighttime discomfort. Sleep is not passive rest, it is active recovery. It is during sleep that the body resets, repairs, and prepares for the next day. Without prioritizing sleep, efforts to improve strength and health are limited. Consistent, high-quality sleep allows the body to respond positively to movement and nutrition, making recovery more efficient and resilience stronger as the body continues to age. The way a person thinks about aging has a direct and measurable impact on how the body ages. A strong mindset shapes daily choices, influences stress levels, and determines whether a person stays engaged with life or slowly withdraws from it. Purpose gives direction to the mind, and direction gives energy to the body. Without a sense of meaning, routines collapse, motivation fades, and physical decline accelerates in subtle but powerful ways. The brain and body are deeply connected, and thoughts act as signals that influence hormonal and nervous system responses. Chronic stress, pessimism, and a sense of uselessness increase cortisol and inflammatory processes, weakening immunity and accelerating muscle loss. A calm, purposeful mindset does the opposite. It creates internal stability, allowing the body to recover more effectively and adapt to challenges. Mental strength becomes a form of biological protection. Daily purpose does not need to be grand or dramatic. It can be as simple as caring for a garden, maintaining a routine, learning a new skill, or being present for family. These small purposes create structure, and structure supports mental clarity. When the mind knows what it is moving toward each day, energy is conserved and focus improves. This mental organization reduces anxiety and keeps the nervous system balanced. A strong mindset also influences how pain and discomfort are perceived. With age, some level of physical discomfort becomes common, but the interpretation of that discomfort determines its impact. A resilient mindset views discomfort as information rather than a threat. This reduces fear-based avoidance, which often leads to inactivity and further decline. Staying mentally engaged encourages continued movement and participation in life, even when conditions are not perfect. Social connection is a powerful component of mindset. Isolation accelerates aging more rapidly than many physical risk factors. Meaningful interaction stimulates the brain, regulates mood, and reinforces identity. Feeling seen and valued strengthens emotional resilience and encourages healthier behaviors. Purpose often grows through connection, reinforcing the desire to stay active and involved. Learning and curiosity protect the brain from stagnation. The brain remains adaptable throughout life, but only if it is challenged. Reading, problem solving, and learning new skills stimulate neural pathways and support cognitive resilience. This mental activity improves reaction time, coordination, and decision-making, directly supporting physical safety and independence. Mindset also shapes self-talk. The stories people tell themselves about aging influence behavior. Believing that decline is inevitable leads to passivity, while believing that improvement is possible encourages action. Even small positive expectations change how the body responds to effort. Optimism does not ignore reality. It focuses attention on what can still be improved, creating momentum instead of resignation. Routine reinforces mindset. Consistent daily habits reduce mental fatigue and create a sense of control. When life feels manageable, stress decreases and confidence grows. This psychological stability supports better sleep, healthier eating, and more consistent movement. The body follows the pattern set by the mind. A strong mindset does not mean denying challenges. It means responding to them with intention rather than fear. Purpose provides a reason to care for the body, to stay engaged, and to continue growing. When the mind remains active and directed, the body receives continuous signals to adapt, recover, and remain functional, slowing the aging process through sustained mental engagement and meaningful daily direction.